Welcome back to another vlog. In today's vlog, I just wanted to create a vlog that was a little longer, kind of carrying you through a week in my life as we're preparing for a baby girl, but also including like meal preps and a couple work days in between, and just kind of like the normal flow of life right now. So I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. Okay, I got here just a couple minutes early because I wanted to talk to you guys really quick about an app that I've been using. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is just something that I discovered in the past week or two that I really liked and been using. So typically I use my notes app for all of my lists and daily to-dos, because my notes app, if you're like me and an average girly, is like so cluttered with recipes, random notes, things I want to tell my therapist, my grocery list, my honeydew list, all sorts of stuff. I wanted to decompress my notes and have something that just tracked my daily habits. So I have a morning routine habit list, an evening routine habit list, and then a weekend checklist that I do with my husband. That's been really helpful. So I took it off my notes app and I put it into a habit tracker, and I think it's like $6 a year, which really isn't that bad, but it kind of is more aesthetic. It's a little bit easier for me to keep track and be like encouraged by how frequently I'm doing things, because I'm trying to get better at not being a perfectionist, but just being consistent. I want to be a consistent person, not a perfectionistic person. It's been nice to see like the percentage of things that I get done at the end of the week. Morning routine, as you guys have seen before, typically includes my pelvic floor therapy, just like making my bed, making sure I eat breakfast every morning, making sure that like the dishes are either unloaded or loaded every morning, and things like that. Just things that set me up for success the next day. And so by the end of the week, when I do my weekly reset, it doesn't feel quite so overwhelming because I've just kind of chipped away at it throughout the week. So all that to say, if you're looking for a good place to track your habits, I definitely like this app. If you guys want to sponsor me Habit Tracker, that'd be great, because I love your app so far. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys that before baby comes, I just wanted something that's consistent, simple, but effective. So everything that I'm doing in it is genuinely helping me, but also not so chaotic and not so hard to do. I can do each of my routines within 30 minutes to an hour, both morning and evening. And that's all that I have to say about that. Time to go into work.
Level 2.
Like the new ones?
Go ahead. We're just playing.
Hello guys, it's actually the following week because over the weekend my family from Florida and Missouri, my husband's family from New York came and we had a lovely little family baby shower with our church, and the women in my family and his family just kind of like powered through and helped us with a ton of prep work and like nesting stuff. So I'm just feeling super blessed and grateful. I didn't get a ton of montages of the prep and organization just because I wanted to be in the moment with my family, and sometimes it's just easier to get things done than it is to remember to set up a camera and make an aesthetic like little montage or whatever. But I wanted to show you guys what we got accomplished and how everything is looking. First, we've got this bassinet that someone so sweetly gifted to us, but I went ahead and this was a diaper bag that I actually got as a wedding present from someone who I think thought that we were having a baby shower, not a wedding shower. So I kept it. I remember asking them if they wanted it returned or to choose a different gift, and they told me to just keep it and then got me a different gift, which was super sweet. So I finally get to pull it out and use it. And then someone literally just gifted us this Eddie Bauer diaper bag, which I thought was perfect for my husband because I'm gonna have to work full-time postpartum, and he is still in school full-time but gets to do a lot of his schooling and teaching from home in his PhD. So we will definitely be taking turns, but I figured I might as well give him his own diaper bag, especially since that one looks more manly. So some of the things that we did was I packed us each a diaper bag, and in the bassinet is all of our to-go stuff. So I have yet to pack a hospital bag, but this has everything baby's gonna need for the hospital. This is just extra for when we get home and he wants to start taking the baby out and doing diaper changes. But we've also got a body pillow and a bunch of outfits. Cute, tiny little baby outfits for like going home in and being in the hospital. I love this one because it's got zebras on it and little giraffes, which makes me think of home, the acacia trees. And then some swaddles and some burp claws and bows and just a bunch of cute stuff. Little reindeer outfit in case she's born in December. We're doing late November. And then a little breastfeeding pillow. So everything in here is just to go, so it's easy for my husband to grab and go when we are in labor. But I'll show you what's in this bag real quick. Okay, hopefully you guys can see okay. Baby girl says hi. But here's the diaper bag. The first thing on it is my sister-in-law got me these disposable mini trash bags. My husband's like, this reminds me of like doggy poop bags or whatever, but this is to put dirty diapers in. So we've got a little travel size thing. In the first pocket, I've got these adorable little booties, and I'm waiting on her going home outfit that I'm gonna pair these with, which is also kind of like this crocheted outfit. Socks for myself. My mother swears by this, but Desitin cream for the diaper rashes if they develop. Might be missing a few things, but I'll kind of take inventory the closer we get. Just a very basic swaddle, lots of diapers. A forehead thermometer is in here. I put the binkies on a Ziploc bag, and I have 3 different types in case there's a certain type that she seems to take better if she takes a binky. A whole thing of wipes. And then a big giant Ziploc bag, so like if we end up having a blowout at some point, which will be not immediately in the hospital, this diaper bag is like to take the hospital with us, but also packed for like the weeks and months to come. But I've seen one too many blowouts where mom didn't have something to put the outfit in, and the outfit was salvageable. So to keep it from touching other things, I have this giant Ziploc bag in there. And then I have extra bags for the little diaper thing here. The further along I get in pregnancy, the more my brain can't seem to find the right words during conversation and talking. Nipple butter for myself. And I think that's it. I'm also gonna add a maternity gown and some nursing bras in here. Probably just one, to be honest, because I don't anticipate being in the hospital very long. But that's it. I'll continue to pack this bag in my hospital bag because there's still a lot of room in here, so that we can probably share the same hospital bag when we go in. We don't live very far from our hospital in my workplace, so it will be really easy to get there and then go back and forth if we have forgotten something. Next, I'm going to show you the diaper changing station. So the plan for now with this whole diaper changing station, we'll probably be able to move both the tote and the pad out into the dining room with the table, because I'm going to keep the table cleared off for if somebody's over helping us out. But my goal so far, seeing if this works out in the first like couple days to weeks where I don't have a supply and I'm solely breastfeeding, as long as things are going well, my goal is the bassinet's going to be on my husband's side, and he is going to be the one to wake up the baby, hand the baby to me to feed. After soon as I'm done feeding baby, hand the baby back to him, and he'll be in charge of coming over here and changing the baby and redoing the swaddle. So I even have I kept one of those swaddle cards for the one that we plan on using, so that way he can see it and not have to fumble with it every night. But then rock the baby and put it back in the bassinet, since I know he said that he struggled with the thought of like, what do I do, because you're the one feeding so much, where can I support? This was one of the ways that we came up with him being supportive, but me still being able to feed until I get a supply, and then we can start bottle feeding and doing shifts at night. But at the beginning, we'll probably just have to do a lot together. And then as time goes on, I wouldn't be surprised if we start taking shifts and doing a little bit of like sleep divorce where one of us sleeps in the nursery and one of us sleeps in here, depending on who has to work the next day as time goes on. And by then I should have hopefully a good supply. And then somebody gifted me this lovely little diaper pail too. So just a hint, if you guys have like friends with kids, always ask your friends if they're getting rid of anything. And a lot of times they'll reach out to you first anyways, like they did with us, because, you know, like this person didn't need their bassinet anymore. They got a new one. This person is done having kids and gave us the diaper pail. So things like that. It's so easy. You don't have to go get it brand new. You can ask your friends for it. Okay, next we have the bathroom. So we got this padded cushion so that we can hang over the side of the bathtub, because our showers have sliding doors. This obviously would not be great to bathe a baby in, but the other bathroom shower has a sliding door and there's just no way to like get in and be right next to baby easily, especially next to the faucet. So we are going to be using the tub, which is why I got the padded cushion. And then I got that tote in there along with the baby bathtub. So this tote just has like our washes, a bunch of cloths, a bunch of towels, more washcloths, and yeah, I have more towels than we probably needed. And then just a couple of cute little fun toys. Got this cute little swing over here. I've started putting on just like really chill backgrounds lately instead of having the TV on or music, because this is less stimulating. And I want us to get in the mode of having something on in the background, but not overstimulating for when baby gets here too. We definitely want to promote noise and her not being, I want her to be able to sleep through noise, but I also think that having a low stimulus environment is helpful for us as parents. These gorgeous flowers left over from our shower that I just had to put out. But then in here, we've got our bottle station. So my sister-in-law suggested getting a basin, and this one just kind of pops up. I'm gonna do that one-handed, but basically we will be keeping this like over here as time goes on, to put bottles and binkies and things in here to keep it separate from our dishes, from like raw meat and stuff being prepared at the sink, from honey, all those kinds of things. It'll just make me feel better. So all baby stuff will go in here, and then basically we'll just bring it to the sink and wash it all at once. And then once it's washed, we've got a sterilizer over here. So we will be sterilizing it. This holds quite a bit all at once. And then I did just recently sterilize all of my bottle stuff. Some of them are plastic, but I was able to get a lot of glass bottles. And there is a labor and delivery nurse who talks about how to find the right bottle tops. So I had to buy the ebb and flow bottles with this top on them. Oh, sorry. I had to buy the glass bottles with this top on them that don't pass like the triangle test. But then I bought these ebb and flow bottles that did come with the right top that does pass the triangle test. And she goes over the whole thing. And I shouldn't say I bought. We were gifted all these at the shower. But I put them on the registry on purpose because the tops which pass the triangle test on the ebb and flow bottles are compatible with these glass bottles, because the ebb and flow glass bottles were more expensive. So everything's all set up here, and I have multiple tops to choose from, but I have the correct tops. Basically, it was just cheaper to get 3 different bottles or 2 different bottles and then swap the tops instead of buying a glass bottle with the right top on it. Over here, we have some apple butter going. Trey and I went to an orchard and we made apple butter last year, but then my parents used our recipe and made it first while here so that we didn't have to do that at the same time as the nesting get together. So I will try to make a little montage of the canning process, but I wish you guys could smell it because it smells so good. Okay, the last thing I want to show you guys is the nursery. So we've got a cute little crib in this corner, along with this sweet push along toy that my gran got us, a chair that rocks that I brought with me from college, and then a cute little bedside table that has like all her little loveys in it, and then a cute little Bible for her too, and then a breast pump that I need to figure out how to use. And then we bought this IKEA day bed off of Amazon Marketplace recently. I say recently, we bought it actually last summer and put it together, but not only is it a great bed to sleep in here if we need to sleep separate for a little bit, but it is a trundle, so this part pulls out, and I'm having a hard time pulling it out, so I'll have my husband pull it out, but this part pulls out to double the size, and then we actually have 2 mattresses to go on top of it so that 2 people can sleep on it instead of 1. But then it's also full of storage, so I have baby carriers, I have extra blankets in here, so it's just perfect if you have a smaller space to work with. And then we've got this sweet little bookshelf, my sweet little baby girl, and we kind of loosely based everything off of the Velveteen Rabbit, an extra bouncer in the corner, and then we got this dresser from Amazon. So we've started our diaper stash over here. I'm gonna be hanging some clothes, and then started organizing things. So we've got socks, I've got hats drying on the porch right now, hair bows, and then lots of clothes for the first couple months. And then some super cute outfits, like this one just came today, which is adorable. But then, since this used to be my husband's office, he has his own office. We did put his desk in the closet, so we are using this as just his desk space, but these doors open up a little bit wider. We need to organize this a little bit better, but he's in charge of that too. And then we got these cute little baskets. We've got more burp claws, some levies, and then I'll find something to put in here just as extra storage. So when you work with a small space, you have to get all the storage that you can. Dinner for tonight is Marry Me chickpeas and then some garlic bread to go with it.